And what is up there, guys? It's your boy D from Gypsy Vibe Time, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody give a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. I know we took a little bit of a break before, ladies and gentlemen. We took a crazy break. Matthew's house got flooded. The kid's disappeared right now. I don't know where he is, what he's doing with his life, but, you know, hey, that's life.
Yep.
This is what I want to say, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, at this current moment, last episode in episode 3, it was Dylan's birthday. Right now in episode 4, ladies and gentlemen, everybody give a round of applause for the homie Nikki.
Come on.
It is his birthday, ladies and gentlemen.
Happy birthday, Nick.
Happy
birthday, bro.
Thank
How
you.
old you turning, Nick, this year? So in the future, we know.
I am turning 20 years old. It's 2021 right now, October 4th. And it's, let's see, what time is it?
Beautiful.
1 second. I don't know what time is it, but whatever, yeah.
12:40.
12:40. It's almost 1 o'clock.
12:40,
my
ladies
God.
and gentlemen.
Fellas, wasn't it just now 12 o'clock?
Yeah, it was just now 12 o'clock. We got a lot of shit to talk about. I'm going straight into it. We got a lot of shit to talk about. Venom has just released.
Did you watch Venom yet, Bob?
You watch Venom, Bob?
Yes! Okay. Okay. Let's go.
But hold on,
my
I got a
gosh.
problem.
What's up?
I only watched the first 30 minutes of it, and then I watched the end credits.
Alright, normal, like a normal human being.
Okay,
Guess what?
Okay.
Listen,
Okay, that's
I'm
not
not
bad.
gonna go too much on Venom. We're talking about Venom. Let There Be Carnage. That movie was whatever. I know Venom as
That's
a
alright.
monster, in my opinion. I didn't know Venom was a comedian. I didn't know he
Yeah,
was going
like
partying.
they did what they did with Thor and Thor Ragnarok when they made a comedian. They did it with this Venom.
I agree.
Thor
Guys,
needed it.
He's an anti-hero at the end of
But
the
guys,
day.
you guys got to understand something, guys. When Venom was a villain, it caused one of our best trilogies that ever happened in our lives
Right.
poof, away. So you got to understand, from the movie maker's scene point, they're thinking, if we make this guy a villain, the same thing that happened to Spider-Man 3 is going to happen to us, and we're not going to be able to make these movies anymore.
Right.
Well, let
So
me
look,
tell
yes,
you.
Venom was what they call in the comic books, he's called a lethal protector.
Yeah.
And yes, he protects, but the wisecracking jokes, you leave that to Peter Parker.
I 100% agree. That's a Spider-Man thing. Now, listen, I do understand that Sony needs to make their own universe, considering that they do not have a Spider-Man currently at this time. But we're going to get into the ending credit scene, and
I do
we're
agree,
going to talk about
but
that.
I do also want to say that once this partnership is all over, I do think, and you guys want to call me crazy, there should be one more try for a Spider-Man trilogy.
I think, personally, they're going to revive, unpopular opinion, I think they're going to revive Andrew Garfield, ladies and gentlemen.
You want the truth? Andrew
It's
Garfield,
confirmed. What do you think?
in Andrew Garfield's universe, that Venom would fit perfectly.
Yes, it
Wait,
would.
Yeah, it's
it
by
would.
Sony. He is in that. It's supposed to be in that
Let me
universe.
say something. Let me say something here. So my father brought this up in the car. He even brought this up to me and Dino.
Let me hear it.
If they were to mess up, like right now, they mess up Venom, they can redo the whole show because at the end of the day,
Without
it's
any
in a multiverse.
consequence.
Right.
Without any
Because now
consequence.
they can reboot it again and they can restart
Oh,
basically.
I
And-
agree.
It's a
Yes, they
in
could
other
reboot it,
words-
they could restart it, or they could just kill that multiverse and put us into a different
Exactly.
Venom,
Exactly.
and have the same guy play Eddie Brock and just have him be the New Yorker Eddie Brock from New York, who's
Exactly.
the asshole photographer who hated Spider-Man.
Now,
Or,
when it comes down to
guys-
brass facts, go ahead, Nikki. I'm sorry.
Sorry about that. Hold your
There you
thought,
go.
guys. Before we go on to more of this, there was a lot of hate because this Venom didn't have the Spider-Man logo, which it wouldn't have. And I have a theory.
The way how
why?
they
Yeah, I have a theory how it's gonna happen.
Well, we know
So
how it's gonna
this
happen
Venom,
already.
this Venom is gonna go onto one of them, and he's gonna get the white logo, and then he's gonna come off, go on to Eddie Brock, and he's like, I think I'm gonna keep it. I think it looks cool. I think that's how we're gonna get the logo on
because
Venom.
I'll
That's
tell
how
you
it is.
why.
prediction
I'll tell
right
you
now.
why I wouldn't like when they did that, because that would be a perfect homage to the game Ultimate Spider-Man. You guys remember when he puts Peter Parker in his body and they spits him out, and then he gets the spider?
Yeah.
That would be the perfect homage.
Well-
Yes, I like
well,
that.
Considering that we're on this topic, and guys, let me know, because right now, the current state of mind that I'm in, I don't know how I feel about Venom.
Venom
I'm a
1,
Venom
guys,
fan.
is
I'm a Venom
guys.
man, guys.
I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit
I'm
you
Venom
guys.
man.
Venom 1 is
Listen,
like my favorite movie.
Listen, no. Venom the movie is great. Listen, it was a comedic movie. Guess what? It had a lot of jokes in there.
It didn't
Guess
take
what?
itself too seriously.
It
didn't
wasn't.
take
It
itself too
wasn't
serious.
for the timeline. It was a filler for the multiverse. That's
Yes.
all it was. Guys.
Exactly.
But let me
It
say
was a
this.
filler.
But let me
It
say
was a
this.
filler.
But it did start off, guys. Sony's
It was Sony's
Marvel
Iron Man. It was Sony's Iron Man.
Sony's Iron Man.
But let me say this. Before
I'm
I
excited
forget.
for Morbius, man.
Listen to this.
Yeah,
I grew
that
up.
was our first total.
I'm 20.
Sorry.
I'm 19 years old, turning 20. I grew up in an era where you have Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, ladies and gentlemen. Could we get a round of applause for Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, ladies and gentlemen? One of the craziest things. Tobey Maguire, for those who don't know Sam
on.
Raimi. One of
Yes.
the craziest movies of all time. You give me... Now, a lot of people disagree on the Venom they gave us. But I think that was a really good Venom. He was monstrous. He had a hoodie in himself. He was angry at Peter Parker.
The only problem that I had with Sam Raimi's Venom, and then I understood why. It felt like he didn't have enough screen time. Then I realized Sam Raimi did not want Venom at all.
No,
in the
he
movie.
didn't.
Sam Raimi
the
hated
director-
Venom.
No,
Sam
he
Raimi
didn't
wanted
want
Vulture.
Hated Venom.
You guys
The-
know that Sam Raimi wanted
yeah.
the Vulture.
Yeah, the Sam Raimi didn't want to use Venom at all until the studio literally forced it upon him. That's the reason
Avi
why we
Arad.
don't have Spider-Man 4.
Avi Arad made him do it.
Amazing.
In
More
my
crazy
opinion,
ways- All right, guys, I feel they planned this because look, think about this. From all the Spider-Man movies, we always had like one villain,
Two,
two villains.
Three
so now
villains.
in Spider-Man, in this next Spider-Man, we're basically gonna get them all back. How
the
crazy is
Sinister,
that?
we're getting the
Sinister
Sinister.
I
Sinister
heard they're
Six.
gonna
Sinister
they're gonna
Six.
pull them. They're gonna pull them right from the moments before they die.
Yes, of course.
But here's the thing. If they're gonna take Doctor Octopus from the moment before he died, he became a good guy at the end.
Yeah, but let me tell you where that
Wow,
comes back to.
Wow,
No, yeah, but let me
wow.
blow your mind. This is
Didn't even
where
think
it's gonna,
about that.
This is where it's gonna eat him.
Not
in that.
lying.
Listen to this, Nick. Okay, yes, he did become a good guy. He sacrificed it all. In my
Listen
opinion,
to me now.
Uh, in my opinion, on how he's gonna get mad is he realized that there's a multiverse now, and he's gonna realize that he lost out on his wife.
He's trying to
How
find
weird would it
Rosie in another multiverse.
How
Wow.
weird? No, because he can't do that because that's too close to Spider-Man into the multiverse.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
I never said about
So
his wife.
here's what I think is gonna happen. I think the way how he's really gonna meet Peter the first time, our Tom Holland's Peter, is gonna be very comic book
Really?
accurate. I think he's gonna.
Yes.
I think he's gonna date Aunt May.
Really?
I think
Date
he's gonna
Aunt
date
May.
Aunt May.
I don't know anything
don't
about
know.
that story.
He dated Aunt May for a very long time.
I don't
Did
know how I
that-
feel about
lying?
that. I don't
Could
know.
happen. Could happen. Yeah. Could
Could happen.
happen.
It just they wouldn't. I know it's a 2-hour, 30-minute movie, but there's just not enough time to do that. So much going on. There's
There's
not
too
enough time
much
for
going on.
that.
We
All
don't-
There's not enough time for Aunt May.
So here
and-
goes
I
our
really-
opinion.
All right, this is where it gets crazy. All right, so look, they're saying in this Spider-Man we're gonna get Daredevil. They're
Spider-Man No
saying
Way
we're
Home.
gonna get, yeah, Spider-Man No Way Home. We're gonna get Daredevil. We're gonna get there's a lot. They're saying there's gonna be a lot of cameos.
Morbius. We're gonna get Morbius.
We're gonna have Doctor Strange in it. We're gonna have a lot of people in it, guys. It's gonna be I think personally, it's a Avengers level threat.
I'll
As
be-
in movie
I'll be-
wise.
This is
I'll be
beating
real
how good the
the
movie's gonna
Avengers.
be.
This is
Dylan,
beating the
I don't
Avengers.
think Doctor Strange is gonna be in it.
Endgame.
Or no.
Really?
He's the only guy that's in the trailer.
Hold
Really?
up,
This
hold
man just didn't
up.
watch the trailer.
All right, this is what I wanted to say.
Son of a
We
really?
all recently watched Venom, and we all seen
watched
the
it
ending cutscene. How did you feel about the way they introduced it? That the ending cutscene. If you haven't watched it, spoiler alert right now on the scene to get
Guys,
off.
there's guys. Look at me. If you guys didn't watch the ending,
If you guys didn't watch it in a week, guys, you're hell. And I'll be real with you. I think the end credit scene was. I know this sounds retarded. Executed perfectly.
Yes.
I
Executed
see, it
perfectly.
was not too much.
I don't know why.
It
I
was,
think
he was just on the TV. He
perfect.
wasn't with them.
The way how it went from night to day.
Mhm.
Best.
Yeah, the
I'll be
best.
real with you. I think, in my opinion, out of every Marvel end credit scene, that wins.
That was the best.
That wins, guys.
No way,
That wins.
guys. The best
No,
Marvel
sorry.
edit the best Marvel credit end scene. I'm sorry, the
Was
the
Final
Incredible
Boss
Hulk.
itself.
the Incredible Hulk when you first see Robert Downey Jr. in the bar.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
about the
I'm
Avengers.
sorry.
Nah.
I'm sorry, guys.
Nah,
Nah,
wasn't
Yeah,
that
no,
that was
much
the
of a
alright.
shit.
guy?
The reason,
Type
the reason
stuff.
why,
Come on.
listen, the reason why I'm saying this was a crazy end credit, because you got to think about the backstory of this. Sony didn't even want to make Spider-Man 3. They were not even making it. Remember this, Dino?
Which
Remember we
Spider-Man
talked about
3?
it?
Are we talking about Tom Holland?
Tom Holland. Tom Holland. They were guys. They were killing each other with it. With the
Tom
deal.
Holland got drunk and fixed it. Did you guys know that? He called up all of the executives and he got them all on the phone to fix it.
Yeah.
Really, I did not know that.
No, he did do that. It's factual.
I never heard of
now,
this information.
so look what they did. They were basically done. No more Spider-Man. Spider-Man Far From Home was our last one, and that was it. But
It's not a no. Sony was gonna make their own with Tom
yeah, they
Holland.
was gonna make their
Yes.
own, but we wasn't gonna get. It wasn't gonna be the same.
There was no more Spider-Man in the MCU.
Exactly. So now what they did with this guys was a big shocker because we thought there wasn't gonna be on like good terms, honestly.
Now
But
it's-
now
yeah.
they're now guys, you realize what this means? They're gonna make can make Disney Plus shows. They can make Venomized as a Disney series. They can make a lot of different Spider-Man shows now. Because what they're doing now with the multiverse and Venom and Spider-Man, we can have a live-action Spider-Verse. We can even maybe
know,
even see him
I
in
know,
Spider-Verse 2. I want to bring this up since we're all talking about Spider-Man.
Sweating over here.
Listen, who do you guys, what's Spider-Man? Because obviously we're gonna get all three of them. Which one do you guys think is gonna die for
Good
Miles Morales? 'Cause
talk,
Miles
Steve. Good
Morales,
talk,
they're gonna
ladies
bring
and gentlemen. Whoa,
they're
come
gonna
on.
bring Miles Morales. They're gonna bring Miles Morales to the multiverse, obviously.
They have
I
no
do
choice
think
because he
Tobey
is.
Maguire's gonna die.
I'm thinking the same thing too. I'm thinking the same thing
Well,
also.
listen. in
What I'm
creative-
thinking is, you guys want the truth? I think Andrew Garfield's gonna die
Yeah,
because
but
I'll
I
tell
think
you
that
why.
as
His
well.
girlfriend already died. That Mary Jane could still be alive inside of the Tobey Maguire
Well,
universe. Oh, and guys, another one. If they're just pulling them from their respected universes, he's not gonna be an old Tobey Maguire Peter Parker.
Yeah.
He's gonna be 23, 24 years old.
Mm-hmm.
He's still gonna be young.
Let me tell you this,
Ah,
Bob. No, I think he's gonna be a little older. Let me tell you why.
I think he's gonna have a beard. He's gonna have a little gray beard.
Let me
Yeah.
tell you something. Bob, I could 100% agree with you because I told myself with Toby Times, shout out Toby Times, you didn't want to be here, you're a freak.
What's up, Toby?
Sorry,
Times?
Toby.
You a
We
bitch.
had to do without you, Toby. Sorry.
Listen, this is what
And
I want
Matt.
to say. Honestly, as a creator and a movie director, the obvious choice is to finish off Tobey Maguire. Let me tell you why. He experienced everything from start to finish. You gotta understand. He struggled not having money in high school. He literally went to go wrestle
Yeah.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
No, his name is fucking Bone Crusher. We don't
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
call
bro.
him.
But the
Bonesaw.
actor, you know,
Rest in
it's-
peace,
Bone
Randy.
Saw is
Rest
ready.
in
Uh,
peace. Rest in peace.
he went to go. He did so much and accomplished so much. And let me tell you the ending. The ending was he was on the rooftop. Him, Mary Jane, and James Franco, which is Harry Osborn, ladies and gentlemen. And you
Who
know
also died.
who also died, but he can't come back because he's under a lot of heat right now. He's got some heat on him right now.
Shame on you, James Franco.
Shame on you,
You could have made
James.
this nice.
You could have made my 20 years, man.
You could have made. Oh! Another one, guys. Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3. My favorite character wasn't Peter.
It was Harry Osborn,
Uh-huh.
100%.
I was Harry.
It was
I
Harry
wanted to be
Osborn.
Harry.
When he had-
Okay. So Tobey Maguire has to die because he finished everything in his universe. He's seen his best friend die, his uncle Ben die. He saved the universe. He did everything. He defeated Venom. He defeated Sandman. Well, wasn't dead, but he basically
They reconciled
defeated
their differences. Oh! And another one, guys. Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker is a stone cold killer. He'll murder you in your
him.
sleep.
He'll murder.
Alright.
He'll murder
I'm,
anybody.
I'm not just saying this as a
He'll
fact.
murder you. With
I'm just
no
saying. I'm not saying
hesitation.
this as a fact, Bobby. I'm not saying as a fact. I'm just saying in my heart, this is not Spider-Man Far From Home. This is Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 4. In my heart. That's just how I feel.
Is Venom's gonna be Venom's gonna be led wrong because Venom and Eddie Brock is gonna see Jake Gyllenhaal's videos. He's trying to kill me, and they're gonna think he's a bad guy,
Wow.
and they're gonna come to New York to fight him.
Oh, I just hope that Venom's not gay in this movie. I really hope he's not gay.
Why?
Like
Why, guys? He was
Why?
gay in part one.
Yeah.
Someone told us.
Huh?
Guys, wait. Venom goes to a party. They go, I wish Eddie was here to see me.
That's his friend. That's his friend.
But no,
No,
yeah,
guys.
but they was having a
When it
couple
comes down to
fights. He
brass
was
facts,
gay.
no, guys. When it comes
They're
down to brass
friends.
facts, guys, ladies and gentlemen, you have a symbiote who's strong enough to take control of Eddie Brock's body. Doesn't do it. That's not Venom.
That's a boyfriend. That's a whole ass boyfriend, bro.
His boyfriend.
That's a whole
That's
ass
not
boyfriend.
Venom,
He's
bro.
gay.
It's cute.
It's cute. Venom's cute.
It's cute.
It's cute.
I 100% agree. It's cute.
No, the funniest part was when they were fighting in the house. He broke his bike. I swear to God, I started laughing. How's that?
Yo,
How's that?
D,
He
fix
gave
your
him a
camera.
middle finger when he left.
I got one, guys. I got one. I'm gonna say the worst Eddie Brock, not a bad Eddie Brock as an actor, but Eddie Brock's Sam Raimi was the realest hater in the world. He was such a real hater. He went to church and prayed for Peter Parker to die.
I want
I'm
you to kill
serious.
Peter Parker.
He's got
And God gave him what he wanted. He gave him Venom. He said, "Here, because I don't want to do your job."
You're bad luck.
I'm
And-
sick
and
of
can-
Black Spider-Man comes
Can
back.
I say something, guys? You can't give me a Venom that's 40 years old and give me a 15 years old Peter Parker. Can't give me a 40 years old Eddie Brock and Eddie Brock struggling to pay rent, struggling to get through life.
35
fellas.
years old man.
35 years old man.
Could barely
with a-
afford a new TV anymore. Get out.
Could have been, and you give me a punk? You give me a punk Spider-Man, fellas? Guys, dig Lorivano.
That's
My-
like my father and
That's
Dylan
my father,
fighting.
Dylan. 100%, Nicky. I was just
No,
not gonna
it's
say
happening.
that.
That's a 25-year age gap.
Stupid Divano, fellas.
My father. I'm
telling
saying
you,
Dylan 'cause
that's
he's the youngest guy. in
I
the
don't
block.
like that
Yeah.
Venom. Listen, if you go back to the 90s, not time travel, just go click Disney Plus. Go back to the 90s and
Hot Tub Time Machine.
go back and watch Spider-Man, the animated series. You'll see Venom, his high-pitched voice, his high-pitched screaming, his anger, and Eddie Brock struggling to control the symbiote.
How's about the best? When he's lifting the weights and his biceps are getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger every single time.
Shout out CJ from San
not
Andreas.
that's not Venom, guys. I'm sorry to break it to you. I know Venom to be a monster that Eddie Brock cannot conquer and struggles with.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie
agree.
Brock's not struggling with Venom, fellas. What's he struggling with Venom with?
And another one. And guys, another one. Eddie Brock in the comic books, he only keeps Venom because Eddie Brock has cancer, inoperable cancer, and Venom heals the cancer.
That's just like Harry. Just like some comic books with
Deadpool.
Harry. He was sick
Just like
and then he
Deadpool.
used the thing. Right. A lot of
Eddie Brock
cancer
has,
is used.
that's the only reason why Eddie Brock holds Venom. The only time Eddie Brock got rid of Venom and was okay was when he got touched by Mr. Negative and it created Anti-Venom. By the way, Anti-Venom needs a movie.
Yes.
Yes. No, guys, listen. I'll be honest with you. Venom being a protector, I'm happy with. But how you gonna give me a Venom that's not a monster?
Yeah, but
And
here's
he's
the thing. Here's the thing. Why this Venom's not a monster?
There's no
I'm gonna
Spider-Man.
say. Listen. I'm gonna say
Guys,
this.
he's not a monster because
Listen,
he's the hero
listen,
of
guys.
the movie.
Listen,
Exactly. That's why you
because-
can't be mad at it.
guys. No,
also.
guys, hear me talk.
Guys, I
Because
promise you.
there's two different Eddie Brocks. Listen to me, bro. There's two different Eddie Brocks. There's the obsessive Eddie Brock that, as a host, that he can't stand everyone. He wants to be dead. And then there's regular Eddie Brock, where he wants good. He wants to pay his little rent. He wants to do his little
Guys,
pay
All
back.
right, listen, Dino.
So
now,
the
this is
host
where I
depends
was-
on
Eddie
the
Brock
Venom.
is the only Eddie Brock I could ever possibly like.
Yeah,
It's-
definitely. I agree with you.
Guys, it depends on the host. It does not depend on the symbiote.
This is what I'm going to say to Dino's question.
In
Dino,
my mind, I don't know.
Dino don't see
In
him
my mind,
as
Venom-
a bad guy in these movies. Now, we agree with that. But all right, in the Spider-Man, in the old Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, when he was with Sandman, what did he do? He was acting like a lunatic, a loony bin. He wanted to
Which
kill
is the
Spider-Man.
nuts. Which
Now
is
the
nuts.
reason why, Dino, is because at the end of the day, he was the main hero. He wasn't in his own movie. It wasn't his movie. It was Spider-Man's movie. So
And
this
another one, guys.
Venom.
Guys, you can only see Venom as a bad guy if he's fighting Spider-Man.
Exactly. That's
And
it.
He didn't fight Spider-Man in these movies. So
And Austin
He was a
also.
good guy.
That's why I'm upset. You want the true honest opinion? That's why I'm upset.
there's no Spider-Man, guys.
There's no Spider-Man. I'm very upset.
So listen, this
Hey,
is what
there's
I-
no-
So
Spider-Man.
listen. I'm gonna say this. So he had his own movies. They had that. Guys, at the end of the day, they couldn't do nothing. They made his movie. They had to make him a good guy, sort of. But he was an anti-hero.
No, he's a good guy, Dylan. There's no sugar.
He's Deadpool. He's
not
Deadpool,
an anti-hero
guys.
in
Come
these
on, he's
movies.
Deadpool.
Dino.
He's Deadpool.
He's an anti-hero because at the end of the day,
Don't call him Deadpool.
I did not say he was Deadpool.
No, Nikki said.
I see. He's Deadpool.
Dino. At the end of Dino, I'm not saying he killed a lot of people. He ate a couple heads off. Okay, we understand that.
Normal, Dylan. That's normal for Venom.
Okay, exactly. So that's an anti-hero.
Venom's known to eat crowd, guys.
Anti-hero. So listen, now I'm gonna spoil the end credit already. It's right here. Listen. When he seen Spider-Man, what did he do to the man? He started licking him. The man wants to kill Spider-Man already, right? Already. He's seen him.
He looks delicious.
Exactly. He wants to kill him already.
That guy.
So exactly. So look, and this. So now listen. This is what I'm gonna say here. We're not gonna see. We might see him a little bit. I'm not saying we don't know yet. Because guys, at the end of the day, this Spider-Man movie.
I know they're gonna fix it.
The movie's not about him, guys. The movie's not about him.
They're fixing Venom. Let me tell you why. Because they mentioned in the Venom movie that there's a hive mind. A hive mind. I watched a video on it. What that means is throughout the multiverse, all the symbiotes share the same memories. So when he's seen Spider-Man, because you got to understand, he's from a different universe, fellas. That Spider-Man didn't exist.
Dino.
He's seen
That's
Spider-Man.
crazy.
He goes to the TV. That guy. Pay attention to the dialogue.
He's really supposed to say that guy looks familiar.
It's a core memory.
That
basically.
guy. It's a core memory. And what does that mean? It's a core memory.
So what you're telling
Spider-Man
me
3.
is that my Venom from animated series, what he saw is what that guy saw, and what that guy from Spider-Man 3 saw is what that guy saw.
Yes.
Listen, back to what I was saying. So guys, this Spider-Man movie is gonna be packed. Yes. Like I don't know how they're gonna explain a lot of things in this movie. So I don't know where they're gonna put Venom. I don't know how, but you're gonna see he's a different Venom.
I'm gonna tell you
listen. He's gonna be the Venom we know now, but he's gonna be more violent, and he's gonna want to just go after Spider-Man.
No, he's gonna be Venom. No,
maybe
he's gonna be Venom.
Hold on, Dino. Maybe in this next movie, Sony will shut you up and give you what you're looking for.
Exactly.
The Eddie Brock that can't control
Venom.
Because now Eddie Brock that can't escape Venom.
That's what I want.
Because now Dino, it's not his movie. He could do whatever he wants.
Exactly.
So
that's how they're fixing it.
In our world, he's the good guy, but in their world, he's the bad guy.
So that's why I like this Venom, because at the end of the day, it was his movie, so you can't be mad at it.
Can't be mad.
Well, guys, we had some fun. We talked about Spider-Man. We talked about a whole lot of the Marvel Universe. We talked about our comic book theories, our theories on the movies that's coming up. Well, we hope that you guys could tune in next time, and we got a whole bunch of podcasts and a whole bunch of more fun coming up.